Am I live? All right. I think I am. Give me a second here. I need to check a few things. And I need somebody to comment to let me know that I'm live. Let me know if the sound is good. Let me know if the video quality isn't going to be as good because the streaming bit rate had to be set at a lower bit rate at a real horrible setting, and I have this camera lens on that's made it a little bit more foggier as well, so it's not going to be. I'm in 720p. My bit rate is like 840, and they recommend like 4,500. So it might get jittery at times. It's quite windy outside. I don't know how well the Wi-Fi is going to go, but I can see there's a delay on my iPhone 4. It's plugged in. There's going to be about a 40-second delay. Actually, I'm going to plug in the headphones and see if the sound works right now. Bear with me. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'll just turn the volume up. Okay, the volume seems to work. Let me get out of this and go to the comments section. You'll have to excuse my iPhone 4, it's just so horrible. So the streaming is not very good, it says. But I don't see any Hello, man. Yanne. What's up, buddy? You're going to get this 40 seconds later. Sweet, man. Thanks. It's my buddy here in Finland. We jam together sometimes. Okay, let's get this started. I'm going to be occasionally checking the comments, and I'm really nervous. Like, it's just like performing. Oh, it's quite green right there. It's just like performing, like super nervous. Your bowels go all like blah. But I wanted to do this. I've been telling you guys I wanted to interact with you, and this is the best way that I can do it. So I'm going to be checking the comments. Let me just explain a little bit. I wrote this down. I wanted to explain that the live stream test, I think I already told you. It's a live stream test, so if it cuts out, I'm going to try it again. YouTube might only give me 15 minutes. I don't know. They might give me an hour. I'm not sure. Video quality is going to suffer to the streaming. Okay, anyways, we got a game. We're going to start off with a game, and the game's going to continue on for the entire live stream, on and off. There's going to be some playing. There's going to be some, I guess, some Q&As or whatever. And during the game, what I've planned to do is offer some Skype lessons. So, where are we here? Free Skype lessons. So whoever gets the question right gets a free Skype lesson. Sorry, I got an itchy butt. So, if you get it right, I'm just gonna look at the comments. I'm gonna randomly choose somebody that gets the question right. You can add me to Skype right there. It's backwards here, so when I go right, it's like it looks left. So you can add me to the Skype, and I'll do a free lesson. There's gonna be 6 questions. I chose 5, but then at the end I got an extra question, so I was like, okay, whatever. But you'll probably get one of them wrong anyway, so I'll probably end up giving only 3 free Skype lessons. So that's that. Here we go. All right, you guys are gonna love this. Bear with me. Where is it? Right there. I'm home. You're away. Question number 1. What guitar did I win? I want the full name, the company, and the name of the guitar. All right? You're gonna get this 40 seconds later, so I'll check the comments. Yanne, I'm doing a live stream. I'm not sure about jamming tomorrow. Cool. It looks good. Thanks for the feedback, Yanne. All right. So again, there's no answers just yet. I think I might got the timing wrong because right now it's 9 o'clock and I'm in Finland. And I was looking at Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada time, and it's 11 in the morning there. And then I looked at New York time and it's 2 in the afternoon. So a lot of viewers are in the USA somewhere all over the place. So they're gonna either be still sleeping or hungover on this Saturday morning / afternoon. So what guitar did I win? Full name. Gotta check the comments again. Allison Zaka, hello, I'm from Brazil. Hello, I'm from Brazil. I'd like to invite to all your followers to check the Nicoli Guitars video contest to win a guitar. Thanks, man. Your channel is awesome. Well, that's awesome. I get that word a lot. Cool. I'm going to keep this handy. Comments. All right, on with the show. Where can I put this? I'll just plug it. Well, I want to keep it close by to see the comments. Okay. So, what do we got next on the list? All right. So, some of you may have seen. I'm going to get rid of the scoreboard for now until somebody gets a question right. I wanted to talk about Leo signing that guitar. I still don't have the guitar, man. I spent every single day going to the mill, like, obsessively, like 2 or 3 times a day. And it's still not here. But just to cap up, if you guys haven't seen it, Leo did get the guitar. He did a video about it. Guitar looks like this. And here is the signature. Actually, there's him signing it. I think that's after he smudged the other part off. But yeah, after that, that's the signature. There's the guitar. Pretty cool. Okay. Who do we have for comments? Chapman guitar. Oh, Yane, do you play guitar? I could give you a Skype lesson, but I could always just like go down the road and give you a lesson. Well, I'll think about that one. Frog Leap Studios. No, actually, Yane, you haven't got, you got the brand of the guitar, but you actually, what is the model number of the guitar? You got to get the model number of the guitar. So, while you're in the sauna there, he says he's going to the sauna. Oh, so Yane asks, I wanted to ask, why did you get Leo to sign it? Well, I got Leo to sign it because, well, he offered whether or not I wanted it, and usually I'm not like a big fan of signatures, but I thought it would be like best suitable, like I explained in my previous video, that it would be really nice right next to the Chapman logo, and it's just kind of a special thing. I'm usually one to like not muck up my guitars, so I specified to Leo that I didn't want the wood grain to be covered up or anything, and you know, it's all right that he signs it there. I think it looks cool. He did a good job. But let's move on here. So I talked about him signing the guitar. Oh yeah, so I got some concerns. Now, when I've heard of stories about shipping guitars, and I've also had like firsthand experience about my guitars being shipped. My first experience was when I shipped this Strat. It's just a Mexican Strat. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Excellent. Brought it to Switzerland. Got it back to Canada. Case was smashed. The guitar was okay, thank goodness. But the case was smashed. Luckily, the airline reimbursed me, and I ended up getting a new case. And then my second experience was, I've had friends and seen pretty brutal photos of like necks and heads being snapped off. But my second experience was with one of my guitar cases. It's up there right now. And basically, when I moved to Finland, I packed all my stuff up super nice. That's how it looked. I did a great job. Well, when it arrived, they had wrote on the package, crashed, a sign that says crashed, and then they said that it wasn't properly packaged. Does that look like it wasn't properly packaged? I think not. So this is how it arrived. Snowboard is cracked. Guitar's thrown on top. This picture, where is it? Where am I here? This picture up here, that used to have glass. There's no glass anymore. That was completely smashed. So I'm like, call me crazy, but the first thing that I'm going to do when that guitar arrives, when that Chapman guitar arrives, I'm checking the neck. I know it was fine when Leo got it, so I'm not worried about him or anything, but just from there, from his place to my place, I'm concerned about that. I don't want it to look like that from shipping. Not to blame shipping people or anything, like they do a great job and everything, but you know, sometimes shit gets thrown. All right, some more comments. Yanne, you're my #1 fan tonight. How many guitars do you have? Do you have acoustic one to sell? I broke all of my guitars. Yes, I know that. Well, that's a good question. Let's go through some of them. I got this one here. I made it. I tried to give it a Ernie Ball look with the John Petrucci scoop, and I put a Arcane PX100. That's a Phil X signature pickup in there. It's pretty kick-ass. Very bright, and the guitar needs some work. I had a picture, I wonder if it's still on here, of the electronics that I put into it. No, I had to take it out because there's limited space. But anyways, it's cool. Put the PX100 in it. I put the John Petrucci switch. I got it wired so that it's a cocked wah tone here. You only notice the cocked wah tone when it's like in distortion. It gives like a... I don't know. It feeds back like really nicely. So that's pretty cool. And that cocked wah is also controlled with the volume, I think. Yeah, so no tone knob on that setting. So what's cool about that is in the middle position I do have the volume setting and the tone knob. So I can set my volume low. Oh boy. I need to do some nut work on this thing. One sec. Doesn't play intonated right. And then when I go in the middle position, we got the volume. And I can put the tone how I want, so all the way like muddy underwater. So what's cool about that is I got like basically, I don't know, 3 different settings in one pickup. All the way down, these are completely bypassed. They're going straight direct out. Flick it down. Put it up and I got a clean tone. All right, that's that guitar. Guitar #1. I should have started with my first guitar. I'll move on to this one. This one doesn't stay in tune very well. It's a Mexican Wayne's World Strat. This was my first guitar. Got it when I was 13 or 14. I want to put some Yngwie Malmsteen pickups in it. Put a new bridge. The whammy is, I had to like jam stuff in there. It doesn't stay in tune at all. I don't really know if I want to play this one. But I'll give a little sample. I don't know. This is the guitar I taught on for years and learnt on as a teenager. I played all my grunge on this stuff. Bad Religion, Nirvana, you know. Alright. That's 2. Let's check some comments here. Let's keep going. That's number 2. Got an acoustic. Not selling this one. This is mine. That's an acoustic. There's this one. Hate it. It's not mine. Doesn't belong to me. Plays like crap. Bridge needs to be filed down. It's like a $50 guitar. I don't know. Maybe this one might be for sale. I'll check with the owner. As long as you don't smash it. Alright, cool. I'll hold out on that for now. So what are we at? We're at 2 guitars. I'm squiggly in my chair. It's the nerves. Sorry, guys. All right. So since I was on the topic about Chapman guitars, are we still on air? Is it still going here? Let me just double check. While I'm checking that, this doesn't really pick me up very well. It says you're live. It says live still. Might be delayed. Public view. Hopefully you guys can see this. I don't know if I'm supposed to click on sync to preview player. It says it's streaming though, so I guess it is. I'm going to plug this in for a bit and let it charge. Well, Yane, I guess since no one else has answered that question, it's 1 point for me. Oh, shucks. Home, 1. Ah! All right. So, I went to England like about 1.5 years ago. Excuse me. Dry throat. And I like had to go to Anderton's music. I had to, man. That was like on the bucket list to do. So I went in there. I wasn't thinking anything. Oh, I forgot one thing. I gotta go grab it quickly. And I didn't expect this, but I'm sitting in the room, and I think it might have been Matt. I didn't know the guys back then because I was only paying attention to like Lee, Anderton, and Rob. But now there's a bunch of other guys doing videos on the Chapman, on the Anderton's website, and then Rob Chapman's YouTube thingy-jigger. And they're like, I think it was Matt. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, please forgive me. It's first time meeting and stuff. But anyways, I'm sitting there and I'm playing in the room, and like Matt comes in and he's like, hello, blah, 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 British accent and everything. And told him like I've been watching the Andertons thing on YouTube and everything. He's like, oh, hang on a sec, Lee's in here. Let me check if he can come down and say hello to you. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? No way. So I'm playing in the room and I'm like, kind of like how my heart's going right now, and I'm talking like really fast. And as I'm playing, I could see out of the corner of my eye shadow behind the door, and I'm like, oh man, what do I do? Stop? I just kept playing, and then finally Lee Anderton walks in, and I was so starstruck. I couldn't believe it. And I even said that, and he's like, why? I'm just like YouTube guy. Like, this is just a music store here. Why are you starstruck? And it's just like a huge thing for me, man. Like, that stuff keeps me going day to day. It's one of my things that motivate me, and I look forward to watching their videos and receiving their guitars and everything. And he spent like a really long time talking to me. He was super cool. And answered my questions. We just chatted, and he didn't really like be checking his clock or anything like I gotta go. He was totally chill. And then he's like, he got a phone call, and he's like, hang on a sec, got a phone call and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, hey, someone wants to speak to you. And it was Rob on the phone. And I'm like, get out of here. So puts it on speakerphone. I'm like, hey, Rob. He's like, hi, who is this? I'm like, it's Gilles. He's got another friend named Gilles. And so I was like, it's Gilles, number 2. And he's just like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just sitting here playing your wonderful amp. And we didn't really talk that much, and gave the phone back, and that was that. The experience was rad. I walked away with a gravity pick. Now, I'm not a big fan of fat picks, and I'll get into picks. Actually, since I'm talking about picks, I'll get into them right now. I'm not a really fan of big fat picks, but these look so beautiful on display. They had like a black light on them. They were just shining, glowing so nicely, and I'm like, I'm going to try one of these. Gravity Razor 2. And I brought it back home, and it's a little bit like too long for me, and it's a bit worn down now because I have been using it, but this sucker is sharp. Like, no wonder it's called the Razor. When I was playing, I don't know if you can do it now. Let me demonstrate another guitar. That's a good moment to do that too. I was getting these like killer pinch harmonics just like without trying, and I can't really use it for, I'm not used to it, but to get pinch harmonics was just immense. So I don't know, let's see. I'm not used to it, so I have to get used to it again. I don't know. I'm not used to it. Screwed the end up there. Not used to that one. But that's okay. And then lastly, what they gave me, keychain to hold picks. Actually, this isn't lastly. There's one more thing. And I got the pick that I use. Right now, it's the John Petrucci signature. I'm digging it. It's like a Jazz 3, but a bit bigger. Oh, that's pretty shiny. But yeah, it's like, always got a pick on me. And you know what? The funny thing is that I keep a pick in my wallet all the time, so I never actually remember this is on my keychain. And then my phone's behind me. They give me a crap load of these. And that's awesome, but I don't use They're large. What does that mean? Large, medium. M and L. They're a little bit too soft for my liking. I don't like that flapping sound, but I kept them. It was a nice gesture. What is that? %81 battery. Oof. It's going down quick. Yeah, so that's cool. And then I got this one. My friend Velu gave me this wooden one. Maybe I'll demonstrate that in a bit. This is really hard to get straight because it's all backwards on the camera. And I used to swear by these ones. These DAVA controls. All my students, I would get DAVA controls because what I liked about them is in the middle, people call them broken, but I used these for like 15 years. In the middle, they're really like bendy. If you shine it up to the light, there's no light that I can shine it up. Oh, you can kind of see in the middle how it's light green there. So if you want to play, you can almost see through it. And then if you want to play like acoustic guitar, it's cool for that. But then when I want to shred, I like hold it closer, and I got my shredder. But the problem with the flappy part is that see these edges here that I've created? They flick right out onto the ground when I'm playing. But I can demonstrate that. I won't do it on acoustic, but I do have like a piezo setting on here. Let me get rid of that scoreboard. Where am I? It does feel kind of broken now that I've been using the John Petrucci's. I'm having a hard time transitioning back to those. That was guitar number 3. Just to answer Yanni's question, what do we got here? Any other questions? Are there viewers? Where is everybody? Not William Chasse. Not used to it. Dude, you're shredding. I don't know which part you're talking about there. Which pick now, because I've played so many. The Razor? It's probably the Razor since there's a 40-second delay. Hey, Will. Oh, there's a few more before that. Are you French? Just asking because your name, that was from Will Chasse. Oh my goodness. Are you French? Well, my parents are French. They spoke French in the house. I understand they're French. It's a weird French. It's like Acadian French from New Brunswick, and they spoke it in the house all the time. And when I was a kid, I could speak back to them, but now I just like speak English, and my French is like pretty much gone. Because I grew up on the western side of Canada, way up north, close to Alaska. So there wasn't much French going on there. There was French immersion though. I was never in it. All right, let's move on. 100%. I might have to unplug my camera, this microphone, and use just like the regular audio for a bit to charge my phone if it craps out. I'm getting a little bit more relaxed now. This is pretty sketchy. Like, come on, Fur. So I talked about Andertons and Rob and showed the guitar pick and the keychain. Now, Will's from Quebec. Bonjour. Will from Quebec. I have family in Montreal. This is great. Speaking of friends. I'm not drinking anything. This is the balalaika. This was loaned to me by my father-in-law. He lent another one to me, but this one just rocks. How do I do this? This thing is so speedy. Such a lonely day, and it's mine. The most loneliest day of my life. Such a lonely day, should be banned. It's a day that I can't stand. Such a lonely day shouldn't exist. It's a day that I'll never miss. Such a lonely day, and it's mine. The most loneliest day of my life. And if you phone. Anyways, what's really cool about this? I can't do it. What's going on? It's the positioning on the bridge. It's a bit difficult. Holy Wars! Better earlier. I think I'm too excited. Holy Wars! Ooh, yeah! Die! Either way you die. You die. That's the balalaika. Okay. Comment time. Did I say the next question? Oh, what question am I on? How many questions did I do? Oh, yeah. So since I was talking about Leo, previously, now I would like to ask. Let's get the scoreboard out. I'm winning. By the way, in case you're just tuning in, we're doing a little game here. It's a question. If you get it right, you get a free Skype lesson with me right here. So contact me on Skype if I call your name out. Just randomly choose the winner who gets it right if I see it. And next question is, what word did Leo use to explain in his Chapman Hot Rod giveaway to describe what kind of entry he was looking for? So he said a specific word that stuck out to me like a sore thumb. What was that word? All right, cool. I gotta mark these off because I'm getting a little jumbled up here. Now, if your time zone is like in a location that is, because I'm in Finland, if we'll make it work out if you end up winning the answer and contacting me, like adding me to Skype and contacting me, we'll set up a time that works best for both of us for the Skype lesson. It doesn't have to be about guitar. It can be about whatever, but preferably, since I did teach guitar, it's probably a good idea that it's like that. But I think that's that on that one. That thing is pretty metal. Thanks, Will. Hector Estrada. I know that guy. Hey, Gilles! Greetings from Mexico, dude! You are so handsome! Thank you very much. So, hope you're enjoying the weather there, Hector. It's freaking cold here. Alright. That was question number 2. Played the balalaika. Yep. Talked about the meeting. Hang on, I gotta be organized here. Talked about Andertons. Did question 2. Talked about Leo. Did question 1. What are we on next here on the list? Question 3. Oh no. Some of you know me, so you're gonna know this one. Damn, I was hoping to get you guys with this. Nah, question 3. How old am I? I don't think that's very fair for the people that know me. Let's take a moment and have a Kit Kat break. This live stream's been brought to you by Kit Kat. They don't sponsor me. I just thought it was cool to be cool. These things are hard to find in this country. Like everything else. Okay. ready for question 4 yet. Let's get rid of that scoreboard. Actually, I'll leave it up. No, because I can play guitar. Either way you die. No more. Let's move on to the baritone. This is the one that I used in the Chapman entry. This is a baritone Schecter Hellraiser. Oh shit. Excuse me. Hope that, yeah, we're still good, I think. Let me just check. Yeah. This is the Schecter baritone. Used it in the Chapman entry. And in the entry I had it tuned to C, but C standard, but after that I dropped it down. I put new strings and dropped it down to B. Gives a killer tone. Piano-like they all say about baritones. It's basically a bass, a short scale bass. So it's got a 30-inch scale length, and it's got mahogany back. Is that flame maple on the front? I think, right? Looks like flames. And it originally came with 6-string bass strings on it, and that was cool, and I used it for bass, and I jammed with Yonne, who's watching right now. Yonne. And it just, my Agnator amp over there was just not handling the low frequencies, and the Marshall handles it a lot better, but I really just wanted to play Dream Theater stuff and other stuff that was down tuned. So I got rid of the bass strings, and I was just like, I guess I'll keep it this way, because it's quite a lot to set it up, and I stripped a lot of screws intonating it, so I don't want to mess around with it now. But let's check it out, see what it does. Treble. We got humbucker. We got neck. We got coil tap neck. Drops in volume. We got coil tap bridge. Yeah, it drops in volume. The middle is one of my favorite tones, but it also drops in volume. So it's 2 humbuckers pushed in. My favorite tone. I'm using it to record another YouTube video at the moment. Just a little bit brighter, but quieter. I'll do that Aussie thing again. Oh, what a stretch. Look at my wrist. I have small hands. Let's put that in. Pretty killer. Play some Rob Scallon on the I don't know how it really goes. hard as pronounced without the coil tab. Oh, let's turn that off. That was for the question. Yeah, that was guitar number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to answer your question, Yone, if you're not in the sauna already, 5 guitars, 6th one on the way. Okay, let's just see how the signal is doing. Let me know if it's crapped out or if the volume is dropped or if the streaming is horrible. I can't really do much about the bit rate, so... Ooh, this has almost been an hour. It's sort of weird doing this. It's not like playing by yourself. And like, I wish you guys could see how I sit and play by myself, all calm and chill. Now I'm all like energetic and nervous, and nerves are getting at me. And, you know, I play my best when I'm by myself on the spot and that pressure is on. You gotta know your stuff. And I haven't been really practicing a lot lately, so. All right. Where are we? William Chasse, creative. I'm not a guitarist, though. I play bass, Yeah, I don't know what your level is on bass, Will. I could do some of that, but I would suggest getting somebody that actually owns a bass. Like, I have taught, like, kids bass and stuff, like, just beginning. But, like, when it comes to... I don't have bass gear, and, well, I have this thing that I can put bass strings on. But to be honest with you, like, I do my own bass stuff, and I can do it, and I can make it sound decent. But there's a lot better, probably better teachers out there. But, you were creative. I guess that was one of the questions. What word did Leo use? Hey, well, let's get that scoreboard back on. Where are you? What word did Leo use to explain in his Chapman Hot Rod giveaway to describe what kind of entry he was looking for? And the first one that I see was William Chasse. He said creative. So, you do win that question. I guess I'll leave it up to you to add my Skype information and contact me. I mean, it is free after all, so you wouldn't be losing anything. And I think from what I've seen, you're the only one that said it. So, let's change the score, because pretty much you got that one. So it's up to you. I'll put it in your hands. You got my Skype information there. It's really your choice. We can set up a time. If you would rather not because you play bass or whatever, then that's cool too. But, away team. Tied up. Go Canadiens. Or Nordiques. In Will's case, it would be Nordic? Nordic? I'm in the Nordic. But Vincio Hanner, is that how you say your name? Vinicio Hanner, but does it gent? You know what? I don't know how to gent, but I do know about it. How do you do it? I guess they really dig into the string and go bow, bow. How do you do it? Oh yeah, because Stevie T does that. Does it gent. I need a real ugly chord for that. Sounds like Prince. Hey, gents. Considering that's the first time I've ever done that. Hey, you can't be good at all these things. Oh. Gent. Hello, Philip. Schmimic. Oh, I'm so sorry. Philip. I'm assuming that's not French, even though Philip is French. Let's see what battery I got here. 56%. Woo, it's getting close. Philip. Hello, Philip. William Chasse. What's up, Philip? Philip Schmimic. Good. How about you, mate? William Chasse. Doing fine. Yonne. Here you are, still jamming. I was at the sauna. Jeez, you take short sauna sessions? I'm in there for like an hour. Did you go in the lake, Yonne? Did you skinny dip in the lakey? Huh? Did you let her hang down a little bit? Sauna. Yone, can you see how many people are watching? Laugh out loud. No, there's more than that. Come on. 5, Hello from Turkey, bros. Wara. Wara War. Philip. Wow, there's lots of people that I didn't know were from all around the world. That's cool. Greetings from Poland. Do you Turkish? That's political. I'm not getting into that. Of course not. Yeah, Gilles, that's how to gent. Ah ha ha. All right, thanks, man. Vinicio. All right, I'll plug this back in for the battery. Did I go over the next question? We got the scoreboard up there. Let's get rid of that for a moment. Yeah. Question number 3. How old am I? That might be a tough one. Remember, if you get that question right, you can Skype me and get a free Skype lesson. Okay. So we got that question out of the way. All right. So I'm from Canada. I think we went over that. It's a small town called Smithers, British Columbia. And some of you, I've had questions of some of you asking where I'm from and everything. So this is the town. That's what I saw every morning waking up. I was pretty nostalgic about that mountain, and I would stare at it every day after or during school. I'd stare out the window at that mountain. And this is when you enter the town, you go over the Hudson Bay River where the salmon are in, and that's the same mountain. And then there's a ski hill. Where are we here? Doo-doo. Those are ski runs there. And I used to just sit at the window and just stare through a telescope at people going down the slopes. And at night, there's a time, at a certain time of year, people have flares, and you can see them at night going down. And it's pretty special. So that's my hometown. Did anybody answer that question yet? Question number 3. How old am I? Let's see. Don't worry, it will be thousands of people on stream someday, I believe. All right, see you later, Will. Thanks, dude. Great time hanging out, man. Yeah, message me. Cool. Set up a time. Maybe I am Wara. Maybe I am only person who know you. Sorry for my bad English. Are you the only person? I don't know. All right, next up. We did that. Question 4. What's question 4? All right, well, we'll do another question already. Question number 4. For those of you just tuning in, we're doing this scoreboard thing. It's tied up right now, and I'm asking 6 questions. And whoever gets the question right will get a free Skype lesson from, I'll randomly choose the comment that I see of whoever gets the question right, and then you can add me on Skype, and we'll set up a time to do a free Skype guitar lesson. Or if you don't play guitar, we can just chat. It's up to you. So, what country am I originally from? All right, let's hear that. What question am I originally from? What question? What country am I originally from? We'll leave that scoreboard on there. It's pretty cool. So, anybody want to ask me some questions or see me play a guitar? Did I play this one? Let's do this one again. I think I already played. How's that go? That's the wrong guitar for that. Oopsies. Let's try that one. All right, I think I've run out of stuff to talk about, guys. It was fun, though. We'll do one last question. I think I skipped one. Where are we here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Where did that one go? I think I skipped number 5. Alright, well, this one's pretty easy. What country do I live in now? We just asked a second ago what country I was originally from, but what country do I live in now? And while you guys are pondering thoughts on that one, what music store did I visit when I went to England earlier on? About an hour ago, I said I went to England and I went to a music store and I met somebody very special. What music store was that? Let's see what's going on in the comments. I would also like you guys to comment, was this a good time to choose? Because it's like 10 o'clock at night here, and in Vancouver it's like 12 noon, and like New York it's like 3 o'clock. So I don't know if I got the right timings and everything, but Looks like people are waking up here. Um, let's go back a little bit. Jan is saying, come play Metallica tomorrow. We'll see, man. I'm not really a big Metallica player anymore. That's just when I was a teenager. I learned every song. But Yanni, you know, I can still play them, but I think I've moved on from Metallica. But they're still fun to play and everything. I love playing them, but I haven't learned any new stuff, and I don't want to get any like political debates about old versus new Metallica and stuff. But I think we all kind of have our own soft spots somewhere in there for it still, even though some of the more developed stuff has just evolved into another path, and that's fine. That's what bands do. Opeth did the same thing, and luckily I was actually totally into that. The change, I'm still into that, and that's just what happens. So I totally understand that and acknowledge that. And if you're not developing, then why would you make the same album over and over again when you were in your 20s? You know, you gotta develop. So William Chesse, do you teach guitar for a living? I taught for 10 years. When I was in Canada, that was my main income. And I just kind of got tired of that after 10 years of doing that. And I'm still capable to do it. And I'll probably do it like in this little area, planning to coming up. But I kind of want to like start doing the Skype lessons that I've been telling you guys about. So to make some income, that's my Skype information. If you want some Skype lessons, contact me on Skype and let me know. But yeah, I used to teach guitar for a living, and then I got a real job after that, even though 10 years of paying your rent and buying your food and buying yourself a vehicle and everything isn't a real job, even though you were able to support yourself. Philip, don't worry, it will be thousands. Yeah, hopefully. Oh, okay. I went back a little bit. Do you have a pen? I have a pen. Why? Do I need to scratch my nose with it instead of my finger? It's just a nervous thing that I do. Yeah, I got a pen, man. Canada. Okay, Vinicio, you were answering to the question about where am I from originally, Canada? Yes. You got it, man. Contact me if you want that lesson. We can set up a time. I can't remember where you were from again, so time differences may or may not conflict, but we'll try our best to get an hour in there together. That would be cool. I'd like to. It's my way of giving back to the audience and connecting, you know? I like to do that. So Vinicio, do the Skype, jot that down, and add me, and we can chat and then discuss a time. I'm being redundant here. And the contact information is down below in the descriptions as well. Philippines. France. Ergi. Sala. Ergi. I would say it in English, Ergi. Ergi Sala. But I doubt it's that way. I'd say Ergi. Yeah, not France, man. Sorry. Far from it. Iraq. War. I'm not from Iraq. But I can gent. Somewhat. This is getting good. It's obvious. Hey. Kagatai. Akbas. Kagatai. Akbas. I can sit here and read names all day long. Kagatai. Let's check my battery. Alright, we're doing okay. Hey, Kagatai. Thanks for joining us. I think he lives in Bhutan. Bhutan. Vinicio. Bhutan! Is that a real place? Where I live, it's 1720. That would be 5:20 in the morning? No, in the evening, because it's 17. Duh. I can't get used to that army clock. I never used that growing up for like however many years old I am. I won't tell that, because that's one of the questions. How old am I? I have an apple. Fix your sound, dude. I can't hear you. Oh, no. Really? Hey, can you guys not hear me anymore? Let me plug in. Huh. Let me check. It takes a while on my iPhone 4 because my new phone is the one that's recording me. Yeah, if the sound is screwed up, man, it's a thing that I explained earlier about bit rates that I can't get. The internet connection is slow. There's really windy outside. And I appreciate you telling me, by the way, because that tells me like how good the stream is going. But yeah, it says the streaming current bit rate is pretty crap, but it's still streaming. It says 14 minutes though. One problem that I had with when I tried to stream a couple days ago is it kept cutting and then repeating and was redundantly doing that over and over again until I clicked off the app, went on to YouTube, and it just shut down. So it's showing that the stream has been 14 seconds here, but I'm seeing an hour and 14 minutes, sorry. But I'm seeing it on my phone, I'm seeing an hour and 12 minutes. Could somebody please confirm, because my phone isn't working right to show me what's going on. Damn, I'm flooding here. Here, let me just chat for a second. This might be quicker. Hey guys. Is the sound working? Is the sound working? 40 seconds delay. Remember that. It is. Thanks, Vinicio. That's what I want to know. But is low. The reason why it's low is because when I go close like this, I set it up so that I don't clip. And that's probably why it's low. Hello? 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 Check. Check, check, check. I set it up lower because I don't have a compressor. And when it was higher, I was like screaming and it was clipping out. And I didn't know if I was going to be like singing really loud, playing loud guitar, and then talking low. And there's no compressor, so I had to like set it a bit lower to make sure I don't clip. I'd rather not clip than, what am I trying to say? I just don't want to clip. But I'm sorry if it's low. I can hear ya. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. All right, cool. Well, did I change a scoreboard here? Did somebody get another question? Somebody said, oh, this is so slow. Canada. Now we don't know what's the score. Has anyone been keeping score? Is it still 1-1 or is it 2-1 for the away team? You guys are the away team. I'm all teamed up on you on here. No. Very low. Ah, darn. I'm sorry if the volume's low, man. Wear headphones, it helps. Oh, brittle. I guess next time I'll crank the sound up more. Thanks for letting me know. It's sort of like a trial and error kind of thing. You live, you learn, right? I guess that's it. Unless you guys have any other questions to ask. Did anybody answer the question about what music store did I visit when I went to England? Come on. Answer it. I want the score to go up. Well, it's been a pretty long stream anyways. So maybe we'll cut it there and I'll take a listen to see how it ended up charting, take a look at the volume levels and see where I screwed up and see if there was any jittering. And it was sort of like a trial and error thing today, so I guess that's it. Just go over my little notes here. Oh yeah. So if you guys are interested, since in order to improve my video quality, so I'm not using a crappy iPhone and I'm actually using a computer, I have plans to get a computer. I don't have money, so if you're interested, support me on Patreon, become a patron, and donate. That'll help me create more videos for you guys faster instead of doing it all on this little iPhone. I just shut down the chat. I didn't want to do that. And instead of doing it on an iPhone, it just you guys know I'm pretty creative, so imagine what more creativity I can do if I had a better functioning device instead of an iPhone. I mean, I think I pushed the iPhone with that Chapman video to its limits pretty good and showed what you can do on just an iPhone, but I want to take it to the next level. So if you want to help me out to do that, go to the Patreon site right there. The link is down below. Support me on Patreon. If you guys liked this live thing, aside from the sound, then you can hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, where are we? Ding, ding, ding. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. And I guess I will say goodbye unless anybody has answered one more question. Can you play blues? You want me to close this out with some blues? Ooh. No, not really. But let's try. Which guitar? Which guitar do you want to see some blues on? Let's go with... It's not really a blues guitar, right? You want clean or dirty? Just like simple... How about this? You said country, right? Well, I might as well use a Strat, even though it doesn't sound like a Strat. Can't get... But it totally doesn't play in tune. Oh, it's so hard to play on. does kind of sound like a Strat. Too much distortion. Which guitar did you say? Okay. I don't really know blues. I mean, you got your basic pentatonic. But I'm like total Mixolydian kind of guy. How does that go? It's not blues, Stevie Wonder, but it's still a cool riff. See you later. Well, that didn't go down too well, did it? Ciao, guys.